Hi, this is a demonstration of RecallChek mobile application, which is available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. We'll be doing this demonstration with an Android device, and I've got a way to share that on my screen right here. This is an Android 7-inch tablet. Here is the RecallChek mobile application. It works in conjunction with your RecallChek account, which you are hopefully familiar with using at RecallChek.com. We'll come back to that website in a moment. Have your login and password ready. Now there's a field also for inspector's name. It says to show on report. What this field is a place to put your name. Let's see here. My name, PJ. When you create a new appointment through the mobile application, it will pre-populate with this inspector's name to help make things a little bit easier. This can be edited by revising the appointment through the mobile application, and after you finalize and submit it up to the RecallChek website, you should be able to edit it after logging into the website as well. So I am going to set the account. What we were seeing was the config view, and now this is the appointments view. We'll give you a button to create a new appointment, to fetch appointments from the server, and it will list what appointments are there. So the information about the list is that it last fetched appointments we have not applicable as a value. We have 0 appointments stored locally on this mobile device. So I'm going to click Fetch Appointments from Server, and the word changes to fetching, and we get a response from the server that says no new appointment info. Now you do need to be online on the internet, either with 3G or 4G service or with Wi-Fi service if it's available, in order to communicate with the RecallChek server. Now let's create a new appointment. This is the form that comes up. I'm going to click in the date field, and here's a calendar that we can use, progress to May, and I will say May 9th. Okay. This application is capable of handling Canadian inspections, so if you are a Canadian inspector, this application should be ready for you. Let's make an address 123 Cherry Lane. Notice that a selection of possible states have dropped down. Because I pushed I, every state that has an I found within it is being listed. If I were to do IN, the list narrows down. What I'm looking for is Indiana, so I'll just select Indiana. Okay, so we need a zip code. And we need a client first name. How about Bob? And we'll go Smith. And looks like a phone number is required. 555-555-555. Client email. Email.com. There are fields to put in the buyer's agent email, the seller's agent email, other email. And notice it has the name, the inspector's name that I provided previously, already pre-populated on this form. The emails I left blank above are optional. You can fill them in as you need to. I'm just going to hit save. The response is new appointment added successfully. You will need to fetch appointments from server to see the new appointment on this device. Okay, so we are back to the appointment list. I'm going to hit fetch appointments from server, and here we go. The server response is that there's one new appointment. I'll hit OK, and there we go. Thursday, May 9th, 2013, Bob Smith on 123 Cherry Lane. On some devices, you can press on the address and be taken to the default Maps program. That is not the case with every mobile device, however, but it is a nice feature when that is already activated. I've seen it on some Android devices. Now, you may have a scenario where you use the RecallChek website to create an appointment. So let me show you just how easy that is. I'm going to log in. And I'm going to go over Add Property and create an appointment. Now this form is very much close to the same. Let's say Heather Jones at 345 Elm Street, and let's see here, client email would be, alright, and I can supply the buyer's agent's email, seller's agent email. The inspector name was already pre-filled in a similar way. I'll go ahead and fill that out like I did the other. Inspection date, let me choose May 8th. Okay. And I'm going to hit submit. And we have the information of property saved with the confirmation number. Now, over on the mobile application, I'm going to hit fetch appointments from server one more time. Notice it says fetching, and the response is there is one new appointment. I'm going to hit OK to clear out the screen, and there we go. So it's listed in chronological order, and these appointments will not disappear if they are not completed. Now, if you are in a multi-inspection firm and your partner goes and handles, say, Heather Jones while you handle Bob Smith, if one is completed, when you fetch appointments from server, it will notice which appointments on your device have been completed, and it will remove those from the list. Okay, so let's go into one of these. I'm going to choose Bob Smith, and I'm going to click the button on the right. We are presented with 3 tabs. We are currently on the Info tab. We also have a tab that tells us how many appliances we've created for this property, and we also have a tab to add a new appliance for this property. So this tells us all the information that we've already established about who our client is and how to contact them. Notice the email looks like a link. You should be able to email from your mobile device just by clicking on the email address that you see. If you need to update any information, there is a Revise Property Info button at the bottom. Just go ahead and press that. And that takes you to this form where you can delete this appointment or you can modify the contents. And this is basically the same form that we filled out to create this appointment from the mobile device. I'm going to just tap the delete this appointment so you can see the message. Are you sure you want to delete this appointment? This will delete the appointment off the server, delete the appointment off this device, and delete any appliance information off this device. One thing it is leaving out is photos of appliances are not removed. They will be kept in the photo gallery of your mobile device for you to manually remove later at your convenience. I'm going to hit cancel on the delete because I don't really want to delete this one here. And I don't know, is there anything I should change? I'll change the phone number. And hit save. It says please wait. Appointment updated successfully. You will need to fetch appointments from the server to see the updated information on this device. So I'm going to do exactly that. And click fetch, and notice the response is that one appointment has been updated. Okay, so the point of this application is to be able to log information about appliances. So I'm going to click on the second tab, which is 0 appliances, and you'll see that there is nothing that we have in this list. So I'm going to click on the next tab, which is add appliance, and this is where you'll want to go to create appliance objects. I am going to begin to type an appliance type. Now notice that there is an auto suggest as well. Just like on the state drop down before, the sequence of letters that you type, a list will be presented that shows all possibilities that contain that small string. Okay, so we'll say dishwasher. Say GE. There's GE on the list. So we've got at least a couple hundred appliance types, as well as a couple hundred makes and brands to choose from, so that you don't have to write it all yourself. Just type a few letters and pick from the list. Okay, next is the required field of the model number. We can take a picture, select from the photos that are in the gallery on the device, or just enter it manually. I'll go ahead and say take a picture, and here's my camera. I'm just going to take a silly picture, even though you'll be taking photos of data plates of appliances. I'm just going to take a picture of this pen, and I'll say done. And there we go. Now we've got a large picture that is bound to the model field. And you'll see underneath it says, please make sure this photo is clearly readable. This is usually a data plate photo. You can provide a serial number, which is optional, and you can provide notes, which are also optional. I'm just going to hit Save Appliance. And now we are back to the appliance list, and this is how it looks right now. If there's any reason why we need to modify this information, you hit Update Info on the individual appliance, and we can delete the appliance if you really need to. I'm going to tap that so you can see, are you sure you want to delete this appliance? Again, this will leave the photo in your photo gallery, but it will remove all the other information about the appliance. I'm going to hit Cancel. You can modify this information, say Select from Gallery. I'm not sure what I have in this gallery. Here's another picture from my desk. And there we go. If you were in a scenario where you needed to do that, do such a thing, such as change the photo. Okay, and let me add another appliance. Say hot tub. We got a hot tub? We sure do. Alright. Who makes this hot tub? Maytag, maybe? I don't know. Alright, and I can either take a picture, select from gallery, or enter manually. I'll just go ahead and enter manually. Say it was FSJ43GG2. And I'd leave some kind of note if I had something clever to say, something important to say in regards to that. Okay, so we didn't take a picture. We just provided the model information, and now you can see what that looks like. What I'm going to do next, this is all the appliances to inspect at the inspection site. Now's the time to choose Finalize Appointment when you're totally done. Going to choose Finalize Appointment, and it says, are you sure that you are ready to submit all data for this appointment to RecallChek? If you need to revise this appointment later, you can do so at www.recallchek.com. I'm going to hit OK. And it says, please wait. And now it says, upload complete. It has removed the property off of the list. We're back at the main appointment list screen. I hope this tutorial has helped. Have a great day.